Isle of Wight has started up her own charity to provide special clothes for babies and children in hospital. Paula Smith noticed a problem with the usual garments when her own newborn daughter had to be taken to intensive care. She came up with a solution, and now a year later, her innovation is in huge demand. Earlier, she came into the studio and told me how it all started.
I had Amelia last year, and she was admitted to the neonatal unit on the Isle of Wight, and she was quite poorly. And while she was there, she had drips in her hand and tubes in her nose. And I noticed that it was silly that I couldn't get her dressed properly. She had to have her arm out of her baby grow because it couldn't fit in with the bandages. And I thought, this is silly. So I got home and I decided that I was going to phone Alison. And I said, Alison, you're wonderful.
Who's a friend of yours?
Who is my friend, my lovely friend. And I said, Alison, you're clever and wonderful. Come up with something. So she spent days and days cutting baby grows up, converting them. She came up with the design. And then we took them to St Mary's Hospital and they said, wow, let's try these out.
It's incredible, isn't it? Let's have a look at them, because we've got a few here, haven't we? And I have to say, this one is minute.
Yes,
and that's a tiny baby, isn't it?
That's an incubator vest, so that will accommodate the wires coming out of the side.
Right, so it's sort of the poppers all over the place, isn't it? And here, we can see it slightly better because you've dressed the bear.
Yes.
But you can see where the kind of everything's coming out here, and the ease at which you can just have the poppers.
Yep, the poppers open completely on both arms, so the drips can be on either arm, and it will allow the baby to be placed on top and be dressed around the equipment.
How have the hospitals responded to this?
Amazingly wonderful. We've had some of the biggest units in the UK come to us, some of the biggest children's wards and intensive paediatric wards. And they've just asked for more and more and more, so...
And that's the problem really for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Because what we should say is that you patented the idea, all right, but you want to run it as a charity. You don't want to make any money out of this. You don't want to run it as a business. Now, just explain why, because in this day and age, people are saying, why are you not making a business?
Lots of people say that, including my husband, so... we want our clothes to be there for children that need them, children that were just like Amelia. There shouldn't be an issue, ever, about getting your child dressed whilst...
And cost, presumably.
Yeah, and the cost as well. Similar clothing costs a lot of money. And when you're in that situation, you don't have time to go out to the shops. You might not have the money to buy these certain objects. So we need these to be there.
So you want to give them to people, you want to give them to the units, you want them to use them, and if people want to take those home and use, they can, or the hospital keeps it, is that right?
The hospital, we send supplies to the hospital, and then we also do something called a TLC pack. So if a parent finds themselves unprepared in special care or has an older child with a need, they will contact us and we will send them their requirements via post, and that's all free as well.
Well, I know you're running it as a charity, and good luck with the charity. And Paula and Amelia, thank you very much for coming in.
Oh, dear.
I think you've had enough now, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so. Amelia, who wanted to participate and give her experience of that in that interview. Good luck to Paula and good luck to the charity. Now, King